When you started receiving the 16 months, you got 16 and 17 grams. The kids even have whatever it's like, they don't sing yet, they don't sing right, they don't rap yet, and they already have gravity. They can look at even JayZ's career and that essay. Got all the awards, man, and that's because he signed that contract. That would be amazing. I thought to myself, man, I'm telling you, man, you got this. Just flood it, and put out a lot of music, because 50 Cent is coming. Will we ever get enough of 50 Cent taking on the bigwigs? Inside the music business, I seriously doubt it, but it seems like 50 Cent thinks that JayZ's Grammy victories are mostly attributable to his marriage to Beyonce. The G-Unit mogul talked about this in a recent interview for XXL's 20th anniversary issue cover story, and according to the fifth HOV, Hav didn't start collecting Grammy awards until he and Bey started dating. The early 2000s, but in all honesty, the power producer is partially correct. If you look at JayZ's career, you can say that the association with Beyonce began when he began to receive the 16-17 Grammys because of their relationship, as explained by Beyonce 50, and if you go back earlier, he had one that came with the association. The Holy Grail, a brief examination of Jay's Grammy victories by Justin Timberlake, demonstrates that 50's claim is valid after his 1998 album Volume 2 Hard Knock won Best Rap Album. Jay hasn't received another Grammy award until 2004, when he and Bey took home the Best R&B Song trophy for their joint single Crazy in Love. Won a staggering 22 more Grammy awards. Let me repeat that. The hitmaker continued his analogy in the club, saying, "You see, Jay and Beyonce's kids already have Grammys, they don't. I am extremely grateful to all the producers and Dream for producing Justin and all the regular things. They say, give them this trophy so we can secure that they're coming to the awards show differently, because they don't sing it, they don't rap yet, and they already have City and Grammys." Since the trophy meant so much to the culture, they were given it without realizing it. The Carter family's achievements are not wholly authentic. He went on to criticize the Grammys for excluding him from the 2004 ceremony, despite the fact that his record earned him 5 nominations. Shattering Get Rich or Die. Trying to me, my 2003 debut trophies didn't matter to me. I told them I'd collect the checks later. People looked at it, and he mentioned that they honor certain things, but at the time, I didn't think much of it. I was like, F it, don't give me the trophy. So what didn't they give me? I was named Best New Artist, and I sold 13 million copies, the most for a hip-hop debut, demonstrating how connections, rather than skill, matter in the music business. The founder of G-Unit stated that the same idea with the Super Bowl was that they didn't understand the relationship and that Eminem wouldn't be able to perform without him. If you recall the controversy surrounding Jay's appearance at the Super Bowl halftime show in 2022, you will recall that Jay needed some persuasion. I asked, "Who's who among the white guys?" After 50 Cent announced that he would be performing with Eminem, the white guy. When N.O.R.E. Eminem was interviewing rapper and hip-hop legend Snoop Dogg on his Drink Champs podcast, he informed JayZ that if he couldn't invite 50 Cent, he wouldn't be performing at the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show. Dogg discussed the massive Super Bowl 56 halftime show with Dr. Dre, Snoop Eminem, and 50 Cent with Snoop, who had recently acquired Death Row Records, during the conversation. Snoop just replied, "It's because when Mary J. Blige and Queen's resident Kendrick Lamar questioned the Dogg father about why Dr. Dre's former Aftermath Records star, The Game, wasn't invited to perform. N.O.R.E. revealed something that JayZ, the NFL's live music entertainment strategist, told him regarding Eminem's requirement to perform at the prestigious football event. JayZ said, "I have to ask this straight up, who is going to perform at the NFL?" And N.O.R.E. had only 12 minutes to fill it. Remarked, "I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't understand," and added, "The white guy called for 50 cents. He then remembered that I had asked, 'Who is the white guy, Jimmy Iovine?' And he replied, 'No, Eminem called for 50 directly.'" N.O.R.E. ended, "I can't do it if I can't bring 50 with me." Snoop. The entire podcast's crew let out a round of applause for M and Snoop's loyalty to 50 and Dre, respectively, when Dogg said, Of course that's his guy, and guess who's Dre's guy? It's me, N.O.R.E. In response to Jay's accusations that he didn't want him anywhere near the Super Bowl stage, Dogg angrily declared. The Blueprint hitmaker purposefully excluded him from the Super Bowl commercial because, guys, their beef is genuine. Months later, 50, still certain that the head of Rock Nation intentionally wanted him removed from the 2022 halftime show commercial, came down with radio host Big Boy to discuss the performance and his ongoing conflict. Since JayZ was putting it together, I wasn't in the advertisement with Hav because of what I understood. 50 Cent clarified, saying, I think they still harbor some energy towards me, in response to Big Boy's question about whether he thought 50 Cent was intentionally omitted from the Super Bowl advertisement. Was initially informed that the NFL had problems with him, about which 50 is still unsure. I believe they still harbor animosity toward me. You believe you were left out of the advertisement on purpose. He claimed the rapper wasn't finished. He described how Champ's host N.O.R.E confided in him and told him about Eminem. Petitioning to be featured on the show, 50 Cent made the decision to compare JayZ to a gay painter. We're talking about Basquiat, saying, I want to look like a gay painter. Big Boy, the rapper, was obviously taken aback by this. 50 Cent concluded by saying he thinks the NFL claims were really JayZ's request to keep him out of the halftime show commercial. 50 Cent responded that there was nothing for him and JayZ to talk about. This isn't the first time 50 Cent has called JayZ a gay painter. He expressed the same feelings a year prior, when N.O.R.E first disclosed his private conversation with Hova. Big homie is trying to look like a gay painter, LOL. 50 wrote in an Instagram post that has since been deleted. It is obvious that the two have always had problems, so Uncle's latest outburst is not surprising. In fact, in his most recent interview, he called out Jay and Bey Fifth and admitted that he didn't care about the trophy as he was more worried about the checks, adding, because I was saying the content was raw enough and that, as a conservative, my experience is a little bit abrasive. He added that, although I have a lot of experience that Jay probably hasn't, I will say that he's quiet and has an internal life. In spite of this, 50 Cent acknowledged that he understood their reasoning, claiming that they don't want their children to grow up to be like him. This isn't the first time 50 Cent has drawn Queen Bey into his long-standing rivalry with her illustrious husband. In fact, last summer during. It's unclear when the incident occurred, but 50 recalled in an interview with The Breakfast Club that Queen Bey once stepped on him in Vegas while he was greeting her, thinking he was confronting her then boyfriend. 50 claimed Beyonce jumped down from a window ledge and was prepared to fight him, admitting the encounter caught him completely off guard. He remembered that she was on a windowsill when we were in Vegas. She leaped out, and I thought, wait, what are you doing? That's me and JayZ's stuff? This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. She leaped off the ledge, and I realized that I hadn't really understand what to do. The rapper told me she was talking to James, and she jumped down, so I went over and said, oh, look at this, they're about to jump you now. It was one of those moments when you were like, whoa, if you say this to Jay, he'll look at you and go, nah, that happened. Prepared as that something was going to occur. He went on, saying she arrived as though she was prepared, as though something important was about to happen, and now that she's agitating me, I'm not sure how to react to this. You are still Beyonce delivered the sexiness with her intensity, leaping off the screen, and he didn't leave it there without providing any more context. I turned to Jay, and he says, nah, he'll tell you I said yo alright whatever, but she's picking up on my energy because we do complement each other despite their intense rivalry. That's it. Despite their numerous heated exchanges, the two legendary rappers had temporarily moved past their feud after a power struggle from the early 2000s, but Fifth's most recent allegations perhaps rekindling their long-standing feud. A number of followers responded to 50's comments by tweeting, JayZ, according to 50 Cent, earned the majority of his Grammy Awards because he married Beyonce. While some agreed with his idea, others did not. JayZ is encouraging artists to tweet about how jealous they are of him. I understand why 50 Cent constantly complains about JayZ as though they are innocent of little matters. it's because Beyonce prevented you from being married to Adele or Rihanna. Do you believe 50 Cent is correct that JayZ's success is partially due to their marriage to Beyonce? Thank you for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments section below. That's all from us today until next time.